Do you know that the primary role of the police is to protect people, prevent crime, catch criminals, and maintain law and order? But what happens when the police themselves turn into criminals, plot horrifying conspiracies, and even commit murders? No matter how much effort a criminal puts into evading the police, they are eventually caught. But what if pieces of human body parts are found scattered on the streets of a city, and that too very close to a police station? Hello, friends. How are you all doing? Today, we are going to talk about the Dada Jagdale case. This story begins in Mumbai, Maharashtra, specifically in Antop Hill. It was September 30th, 2021, around 7:30 in the morning. In CGS Colony, Sector 7, a local man was walking on the footpath, taking his morning stroll. Suddenly, his eyes fell on some objects lying on the side. Curious, he went closer to inspect, and what he saw made his blood run cold. Just a few meters from this spot was the office of the Assistant Commissioner of Police ACP of Sion Division. The man immediately rushed to the ACP's office and informed the police, saying he had just witnessed something horrific and they should come to investigate. The man led the police to the spot, and indeed, what they saw was terrifying. Large black plastic bags were lying there, some intact and some burned. From the partially burned bags, pieces of human body parts were visible. It seemed like someone had tried to burn the contents. The police opened the remaining bags and found severed hands and feet inside. The officers immediately informed their higher-ups and called forensic experts to the scene. The crime scene was thoroughly examined, and nearby, they found a bedsheet wrapped around another plastic bag. Inside this bag, too, were human body parts, a hand and parts of a torso. The discovery sent shockwaves through the area. It had rained the previous night, and it seemed the killer had tried to set the bags on fire, but the rain had extinguished the flames. Some parts were partially burned, while others remained intact. The police collected the body parts and sent them to the hospital for forensic analysis. The situation left the police with numerous questions. Who could the killer be? Generally, criminals dispose of bodies in a way that ensures they are not found. But here, the body was disposed of in a place just steps away from the ACP's office. Was the killer unaware of this, or did they deliberately choose this spot as a challenge to the police? At the hospital, a significant clue was discovered. One of the severed hands had a tattoo with the word Dada inscribed on it. The freshness of the body parts indicated that the murder had occurred recently, probably the day before. This tattoo and the timing of the murder were crucial leads for the police. The investigation began, but the officers knew it wouldn't be easy. Units 4 and 5 of the crime branch were assigned to the case. Their first step was to check if any missing person complaints had been filed in the nearby police stations, particularly on or around September 28th and 29, as the body parts were found on September 30th. To their surprise, no missing person reports had been filed in any Mumbai police station during this period. The body parts appeared to belong to an adult male, estimated to be around 35-40 years old. The bedsheet in which the parts were wrapped was shown to various shops in Mumbai that sold similar sheets, but this effort yielded no clues. As for the tattoo with the name Dada, it wasn't unique. Many people in India have Dada tattoos, and the term has different meanings in different regions. The police couldn't even confirm whether the victim was from Maharashtra or if the body was brought in from somewhere else. Another significant lead came from the forensic examination. An aluminum implant was found in the victim's left ankle, suggesting that the person had previously suffered a fracture. The implant had a serial number and manufacturer details, providing a new avenue for investigation. The police also began scanning CCTV footage from the vicinity of the crime scene. Unfortunately, there were no cameras directly covering the spot where the body parts were found. The cameras installed at the ACP's office or elsewhere faced the opposite direction. Even though the area was relatively deserted, the police decided to check footage from all nearby streets that led to the spot. Hundreds of hours of footage from multiple cameras were collected for analysis. A team was assigned to sift through the footage, focusing on any activity during the evening or night of September 29th, as the killer would likely have avoided coming during the day to evade detection. On a rainy September night, before the downpour began, someone must have set the fire that was later extinguished by the rain. The police used this timing to filter and review the footage. Meanwhile, another team was investigating an aluminum plate implanted in the victim's left ankle by visiting different hospitals in Mumbai. After much effort, they identified the manufacturer of the plate through one of the hospitals. The hospital regularly procured such items from that company. The police contacted the company and asked about the plate using its serial number to find out under which patient's name it was issued. The company revealed that they had manufactured 40 such aluminum plates, which were distributed across various parts of India. Would the team now have to visit all 40 locations one by one? While this was happening, the team analyzing CCTV footage made a breakthrough. After days of effort, they found footage of a silver Wagon R car on the main road, a short distance from where the body was discovered. On the evening of September 29th, the car was seen heading toward the spot. Shortly afterward, it began to rain, and later the car was seen leaving the area, now covered in mud. Though several vehicles passed along that road, the police grew suspicious of this specific car. Unlike other vehicles, which remained clean, this Wagon R was muddy when leaving, indicating it had ventured onto an unpaved road. The location where the body was found was also on a dirt path. The Mumbai police tried to read the car's license plate, but it was obscured by mud. Raindrops on the windows further obstructed visibility, making it impossible to identify the occupants. However, it was evident that the car was being driven by a man, with a woman seated in the passenger seat. The police also noticed a sticker on the car that read, "Police." Could this vehicle belong to a policeman? The site where the body was found is near the office of an ACT Assistant Commissioner of Police. Was this car associated with that office? The police checked the office's footage, but found no record of the car arriving there. This suggested that the vehicle had turned back after approaching the area. The ACT's office staff recalled that a constable named Shivshankar Gaikwad also drove a Wagon R. Gaikwad, aged 45, had been the ACT's driver for 20 years. He was selected for the Motor Transport Department and later assigned to the ACT's office. Upon closer inspection, the number on the suspicious Wagon R matched the vehicle registered under Constable Shivshankar Gaikwad's name. Despite this, the police lacked sufficient evidence to directly interrogate Constable Gaikwad. On September 29th, the ACT had taken leave, which meant Gaikwad also had no official reason to visit the station. Then why did he come here? The investigation progressed quietly, with only a few officers privy to the developments. So far, no one had any idea, and the police had only a few leads. One of the names that emerged was Shivshankar Gaikwad, a person from their department. Meanwhile, officers investigating the aluminum plate were trying to find out in various parts of India which hospital and patient had received the said plate. The investigators quietly retrieved Shivshankar Gaikwad's number from the ACT office and accessed his CDR call detail record along with other details. Gaikwad lived in the Worli police quarters with his family. He had joined the job 20 years ago, around the same time he got married. He had 2 children, aged 15 and 12, as of 2021. The body parts were found on September 30th, and about 7 or 8 days had passed since then. When the police examined Constable Gaikwad's phone, nothing suspicious surfaced. His contact list mostly included known people, with no unidentified numbers. However, on closer inspection, the police noticed a number saved under the name Dada Jagdale. As soon as the police heard this name, they remembered that the body parts they had found included a hand with a tattoo reading Dada. Could this Dada be linked to Dada Jagdale? The police didn't let Constable Gaikwad suspect anything but placed him under their radar. Occasionally, Gaikwad and Dada Jagdale would talk. Upon investigating Jagdale's phone number, it was discovered that he hailed from Aklej, a village in Solapur district near the Karnataka border. The CCTV and CDR investigation teams shared this information with the team investigating the aluminum plate. One of the aluminum plates in question had been linked to a hospital in Solapur. The team investigating the plate rushed to Solapur Hospital, while the CDR investigation team contacted Dada Jagdale's wife. She revealed that on September 29th, Jagdale had left for Mumbai to meet a friend, promising to return the next day. However, it had been a week, and he had neither returned nor contacted them. This led the police to suspect that the body parts were indeed Dada Jagdale's. The connection deepened as Jagdale's number was saved on Constable Gaikwad's phone. Furthermore, The aluminum plate investigation confirmed that Dada Jagdale had undergone surgery at the Solapur hospital. Connecting the dots, the police examined Jagdale's call history and found that he frequently contacted not only Gaikwad, but also Gaikwad's wife, Monali. Gaikwad's colleagues also mentioned that Gaikwad's in-laws lived in Aklaj, the same village as Jagdale. The team at Solapur Hospital was instructed to visit Jagdale's home. Upon reaching, the family confirmed that they had filed a missing complaint after Jagdale did not return. They reiterated that Jagdale had clearly informed them about his trip to Mumbai to meet a friend and was expected to return by the next evening. Further investigation of Jagdale's location history revealed that his last location was at Worli Police Quarters, where Constable Gaikwad resided. Another strange detail was noticed. Jagdale spoke to Monali more frequently than Gaikwad. By October 9, the police detained Shivshankar Gaikwad and Monali for questioning about Jagdale. Initially, both denied knowing anything. However, when the police showed them the location of Jagdale's remains, they confessed to his visit to their home. According to them, Jagdale came to meet them casually as a friend. Monali and Jagdale had been childhood friends, studying in the same school and living in the same neighborhood. On September 29, 2021, Monali had invited Jagdale to their home. When Jagdale arrived in the evening, the constable's children were out playing, and Gaikwad was on leave. Monali greeted Jagdale and went to the kitchen to prepare refreshments. However, as soon as Monali was in the kitchen, Gaikwad locked the door and attacked Jagdale with a sickle-like farming tool. Hearing the commotion, Monali rushed out to find Jagdale lying in a pool of blood and Gaikwad standing with the weapon. Shocked, Monali fainted. Gaikwad carried Monali to a room, placed her on the bed, and returned to the living room. Consumed with rage, he mutilated Jagdale's body into 5 or 6 pieces, packed them in plastic bags, and sanitized the area. After Monali regained consciousness, Gaikwad convinced her to assist in disposing of the body. That night, amidst rainfall, Gaikwad loaded the plastic bags into his car, along with sanitizer bottles, and drove to a secluded spot. He set the remains on fire, but couldn't ensure they burned completely due to the rain. Further investigation revealed Gaikwad's motive. He suspected Monali of having an affair with Jagdale. Despite Monali denying these accusations, Gaikwad grew increasingly insecure. He eventually checked Monali's phone and found suggestive messages between her and Jagdale, leading him to plan and execute the murder. By October 9th, both Gaikwad and Monali were arrested. Monali was granted bail in January 2024 after it was proven that she had acted under duress and was initially unaware of Gaikwad's intentions. However, Gaikwad's bail was rejected, and he remains in jail. The case is still ongoing in the Sessions Court.